Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the mini boss analysis, where today we're going to be running the Doppelganger, the Abyssal Doppelganger, and the interesting thing about this guy is that you run up against him and you have to deal with a double phase transition that happens throughout the fight. A little water to get going here. So, I'm going to refer to these as gift phases and weapon phases because during the gift phases, that's all he does is he swipes his fists at you and he then casts all of the lightning gifts that you see in the game. He has a plasma roar, he has a lightning barrage, he has a fourfold verdict, and then he has basically a Cloak of Winter lightning version. He does some pretty crazy stuff, and he also then does a phase transition here and there, and what happens is he then grabs a weapon, and then during the weapon he does some physical attacks, and then when he transitions back to the gift phase, then he returns to his gifts. And during each of those phases, he doesn't do what the other phase is doing. So he's kind of a strange one. But you get to this guy, and he absolutely has bonkers levels of boss levels of HP. He has one of the highest HP values, even amongst the regular bosses in the regular story mode and everything, even at max difficulty. So this guy is quite a force to be reckoned with here, and he's meant to kind of take your damage, your levels, your ideas, your knowledge to the next level as soon as you get to him, because he is monstrously devastating. So we'll start with defenses. So this guy does nothing but pure full-on lightning damage. So if you have a lightning resist that's above 220, then you will be invincible to all of his attacks. There's nothing that he can do that can hurt you except the explosion, and he will do a little bit of damage to you, but you need to be up above 250 for that to not do any harm to you in any way. But that's only if you can get into certain co-op specific type things, or some Eva craziness with her communal and stuff. So there are some very, very niche kind of ways to get up to that level of defense. But if you go for huge amounts of lightning resist, you should be up over that 220 no problem. So kind of to run through the gift version here of him. So during his gift phase, he has a 0% slash resist, he has a minus 10% crush resist, and he has an 85% pierce resist. Absolutely do not hit this guy with anything pierce. No bayonets, no piercing shots, no stabbies with your weapons, nothing pierce, no pierce gifts, no nothing pierce. He's absolutely almost immune to pierce. But he does have a shared elemental weakness between the two phases, so as long as you continue the elements in the correct way, then you should be okay. So he has a 20% blood resist, he has a minus 10% ice resist, he has a 40% fire resist, and a 40% lightning resist. Sorry, he has a 70% lightning resist. I wrote that down wrong. 70% lightning. My 7s kind of look like 4s. So definitely no lightning, probably no fire. You're kind of up to you on blood, and absolutely go for ice. And so in gift phase, you want to be doing Ice Crush, which is something like Cloak of Winter you could be doing. And then in weapon phase, he shares the same levels of elemental resist. However, his physical resistances go crazy. He has a 70% slash resist, he has a 40% crush resist, and he has a 90% pierce resist. Absolutely bonkers. Absolutely weird. So definitely still want to be doing crush, and you still want to be doing ice. But the thing is that this guy is actually not to be beaten with actual physical or gift values. But the thing is with this guy is, in max difficulty here, He has 110,900 HP, and in 0 star, when you beat the game, you get to go to the DLC first. He comes here at 79,800, so he's higher than almost Oliver Collins at max difficulty when you fight him the first time in the game. So he's a quite a beefy boy, to say the least. But the problem with this guy is that he takes venom damage as a regular enemy. So I'll explain about that in a second here. And his status effects, they are in the order of best to worst buildups: stun, inhibit, venom, and slow. However, the two that pair exceptionally well for this guy are venom and stun. Because this guy is considered a regular enemy, he takes 3% of his health for 10 seconds, and so that's 30% of his health that you can do in 10 seconds, which is absolutely awesome because Venom doesn't take any care as to resistances. It is just flat damage of a percentage of his HP. So if you can get this guy poisoned, which you can do that very, very, very quickly, he will die in less than 40 seconds, because you'll be able to kill him outright almost in Venom, just because he takes that much venom damage. And if you are getting him stunned as well, then he will continue to stand there, get stunned, and take poison damage. He'll come out of stun, and then you can get him re-poisoned and re-stunned, and then you can continue to recycle that attack pattern. And you can even use something like the pipe, and all you got to do is get him poisoned and stunned, and he basically just disappears. Anything other than that, you're going to be slapping this guy for a long time. And I'll try and give you some examples here, but getting back to him, the run back on him is absolutely painful. And you can read the description for all the resistances and everything again, but I'll go through kind of the simple ways to get him here. So we'll go ahead and get rid of our strength and willpower here, because we don't really need our willpower. So we'll go for debuff build up here. And the reason also that's nice is because you can get really good use out of opportunism here on this fella. Okay, so let's go ahead and get ourselves going. And you can see just how crazy this guy becomes. Okay, that's good enough here. And we have our stun weapon on here. But you can see how the stun build up, and you can see now that as he's taking, there's his first phase transition. You can see that he's taking poison damage, and it's absolutely crazy how much he's taking there because of his, there we go, we'll just let him poison or stun himself there. And and you can see the amount of poison damage he's taking. Okay, and we'll get him stunned here, and he'll poison out here. And you can see that we're not really doing any damage. We're not really doing any damage overall as with our weapon, but the nice thing is that we are doing all the damage basically coming from poison. And you can see there we're doing about 3,400 or so a tick on his health bar, and that is just absolutely crazy to be able to do that much damage that quickly overall. Now with Jack, how this thing actually operates is you want to go for the Wrathful Balmung Ice, and you go for this guy here. You go for him as a kind of a one-shot setup here, and you are able to take him down very easily if you're going for Crush Ice, obviously, because that's his weakness in the first phase. The problem is getting him to actually stand still in the moment that you need him to. And if Jack is gonna get over here, Jack will probably die because he didn't get through there fast enough. So we need Blood Sacrifice, and we need this, and we could probably go for the lightning version, but we'll go for the fortified here. Okay, and Jack's doing all kinds of stuff back there, but unfortunately, oh, there he is. Good. Hopefully this guy doesn't shoot us. Sometimes he can shoot us in the back here. That's horrible. Yep, there comes the shots. Okay, he's got blood barrage. Okay, hopefully Jack doesn't let up his guard there. Okay. Now Jack's gonna let up his guard. Hopefully that guy doesn't shoot us with blood barrage. Okay. No, Jack, stop doing that. Okay, let's do this and get steadfast strike here. Okay, and then we need this and this and this, and hopefully we can hit this guy. There we go. If he doesn't jump, oh, we missed, and we're dead. And Jack's not gonna get us. Oh, he did. Yep, and you can see there that we're just we're not able to actually do any real damage there. I mean, we were packed up with Final Journey and Jack and Bridge and Ice and everything, and we only did about a quarter of his health. So it is absolutely imperative that you get this guy in phase 1 with that steadfast strike if you can. Okay, and hopefully we can actually get it here this time. And this is one of the really most dangerous runbacks in the game here. It's exceptionally dangerous, and so hopefully we can get it this time if Jack will let us. Oh boy, he's here. Okay, back up, please. Okay. Yeah, you handle it, Jack. Okay, good. They actually gave up interest, and now we can hopefully get Jack going here and try and get this guy in one shot. But this is the kind of the way that you would go for, you know, crush ice, obviously, to put this guy down as fast as you can. And if you can hit him here in phase 1, then it will be absolutely amazing. Because of the fact that he takes crush ice, and that's what it takes to kill him. And hopefully we can hit him here. There we go. And blam, crush ice, and he goes down in one hit. So that was 111,000 basically damage, but it was way more than that because we had Merciless Reaper, which gives us that 40. So we have a 40% increase to our damage just from Merciless Reaper if we hit him in phase or in gift phase, because he has that minus 10% crush damage value. And so because of that, Merciless Reaper takes us to that 40% goodness. Now, if you don't have the Wrathful Balmung, I don't know why you wouldn't, but you could use the Queenslayer Greatsword as well. But the thing is if you have the DLC and you're here, then you have the Wrathful Balmung, but you don't get the Wrathful Balmung until you beat this guy and get the Hellfire Knight going. So probably what you would want to do is go for the Queenslayer Greatsword Ice and make sure that you run this, because look, you're only losing about 10% damage, and that wouldn't be a real problem because of Merciless Reapers basically doing all the work here at that 40% increase to your damage. Then you have 30% here. You get 20 from the Chrome, and you get 10% from his weakness, so that's 30% increase. Then you get Frost Weapon, that's another 20%, so that's 50% increase. So between Merciless and Frost Weapon, you were getting a 1.4 for Reaper multiplier times 1.5. So you're getting a 2.1 times multiplier just from Frost Weapon and Merciless Reaper alone. So then you're getting a doubling of all that with Fatal Surge, and you're getting, let's see, about 700 and, what is that, 784 that you're getting from Bridge to Glory, which is about another 50% increase here to your flat damage. Then you're getting, you know, some crazy multipliers here, and then you're getting that 20% increase overall here. So you get some crazy multipliers, and then this is a 5 times multiplier from all of that. So it's very powerful. This is the variant of what you go for the one-shot on Mito, and he has the same HP value that you're trying to hit, and so the fact that this guy actually has a weakness and Mito doesn't, it guarantees the fact that you can actually kill in one shot here with Steadfast Strike. So definitely worth your time to farm up this build for this guy so you can try for the one shot on him. But if you don't have this kind of stuff, definitely go for the poison stun version, because if we go for really anybody else, like if we just go back to EO here, and we go for where's this? Okay, and then if we don't go for an actual weapon here that has damage on it, and we go for something like the pipe, and where is stun weapon? Okay, and we have debuff build up here, that's fine. And then here we can go for warding mark, that's completely fine. And here let's go for sure hunting feast, because we need to get a lot of ichor drain and everything. And here if we go for poison and stun, and here sure we'll go for that. And then we will go for the distance here. So even if you go for something that doesn't have any damage, because here we're at a level 0 weapon, we're at 96 damage, and we're gonna go for yeah, all the defense here. I think we can go for, yeah, I can't go for strength. So here, let's see, we're at an A mind, that's good. Let's go for strength and willpower for blood-sucking blades. Good, and then that'll get us the lightning version here so we can be quick. And you can see that we're at 112 on our defense there, but we won't have a very good elemental wall. So you'll see here that our lightning value will be a little bit less than what we had before. Okay, and here we are at 185, so that's not really that great. But if we go for this one, we're at 203. So we're missing out on some lightning resist there, but we're slow mobility. So kind of take it for what you will. Either way, I think going for the lightning version is better, just because of the fact that you need to be able to defend against all of his attacks, because all of his attacks are all of his attacks are lightning value, and if you can just have huge amounts of lightning damage, lightning resist, you're going to be able to actually outsmart the guy. Whoops, here's our haze right here, which is interesting. I went too fast, and it thought I was here. Okay, now the other thing we can do is go for Eva, and go for extremely high amounts of light value. Nope. Okay. Alright, and EO should do fine over there. So let's go for our lightning insulating tonic here. Good. And we'll do this. Okay. Ouch. That was the blood attack from that fella. There's another one. He's just going to town here on us. Alright, so, whoops, and I need a poison weapon here. Where is it? There we go. Ouch. And see, we can take all these hits, no problem, because we have all the lightning resistance in the world here. And he does have a glitch, as you can see there. When he goes up in the air, he can be like missing his attacks and such, which is kind of weird, but that's how he goes. And in his weapon phase here, he can also lose his weapon at certain points, which is kind of weird, and that's really bad. Okay, so see here, we have lightning defense here, and he cannot hurt us, which is nice. So he's inhibited, stunned, and you can see how fast his stun buildup is there. So let's go for poison and stun, and you can see that we're just getting him stunned over and over because of his weakness to stun here. Okay, and he's out of poison, so let's go for poison. Good, he's poisoned, and he's inhibited now, so he can't do anything, so it's even worse off for him. Whoops. Okay, let's go for gift extension. Nope, no gift extension. There we go. And you can see that, oh, Eo's having some fun over there, it looks like. That's interesting. So let's go ahead and dodge. Get our insulating tonic going. Get cleansing light, or elemental wall. And you can see that he can't do any damage to me because we have a very, very high lightning value here of 233. So he can't actually hurt me. Okay. And if we go for our gifts here again, we do 48 damage overall, but when we do poison, he had 35-21 there on poison, absolutely demolished. So this is again, this is like kind of cheating almost, and you can go for the venom pipe or the stun pipe. Either one is fine, but the build-ups on this guy are absolutely ridiculous, and you can absolutely make him a joke if you are not doing actual physical attacks because of his huge resistances overall. But you want to go for lightning resist as much as possible and get up as high as possible, and then just go for stun, inhibit, and venom, and you can absolutely destroy this guy. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that, learned something about the Abyssal Doppelganger. He's one of the more interesting, fun mini bosses that I wanted to cover, so I wanted to do him first. I'll put him in the playlist where he's supposed to be, and then we'll be getting into the others again as we continue on. But he's one of the more interesting ones because of his double phase transition back and forth, and the fact of what his resistances are, and the fact that you can beat him with a level 0 pipe and not really even do anything, and literally just take him down quickly and easily and simply. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.